I Am Music, trash. Drake, trash. Lil Wayne, trash. Whatever the fuck people are doing, that's all garbage, okay? Do y'all remember last year? What the hell? Charlie XCX dropped Brat. Vince Staples dropped Dark Times. Magdalena Bay dropped Imaginal Disc. JPEG Mafia dropped I Lay My Life Down For You. Denzel Curry dropped Kings of the Mischievous South 2. Clairo, Schoolboy Q, Doechii, Future and Metro Boomin, Kendrick and Drake's Beef, and Kendrick surprise dropped GNX, Tyler's Chromacopia, and for my underground fans, we got Ka, rest in peace, Mavi, Makami, Navy Blue. They all dropped some fire projects. In 2024, I felt like every single month there was something so exciting going on. Kendrick's beef with Drake, of course, was the highlight, but waiting for his diss tracks to come out was insane. So much anticipation, and then to be able to see Kendrick drop regularly was amazing. He really stole the whole year. I think it was just one of the best years for music we've had in recent memory. Wait, 2022 was also gas. Kendrick dropped Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Denzel Curry dropped Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Nas dropped King's Disease 3. Always dropped Blue Rev. Billy Woods dropped 2 albums. 2022 was gas. And Jid dropped The Forever Story, which officially solidifies him as one of the best of all time. What's going on with 2025? I will say January started out very strong with Balloonerism by Mac Miller. This, so far, has been my favorite album this year, and I'll get into possible contenders later. But I heard this when it was a leak in 2021. I fell in love with it. I love Mac Miller and what his family and his legacy has become. It's really saddening to see that, he passed away all those years ago, but his legacy still lives on, and I really appreciate this album. It's full of amazing raps, it's full of amazing singing. He's incredibly tortured at the same time because he thought he would OD. And I mean, this is the amalgamation really of his life's work in a posthumous release. So Balloonerism has been an outstanding record, and we started the year strong. Now, the beginning of the year also started with New York rapper Joey Badass trying to start some beef, trying to stir up the pot, trying to be like, East Coast is on top, West Coast, screw all you guys. And this is kind of where things fell flat. I feel like he's just jabbing at the air. No one really cared. The only guy to really accept his challenge was Vaughn, one of TDE's newest signees, and they had a little rap beef going on. Lightning isn't gonna strike twice. You're not gonna get another Kendrick versus Drake beef, especially at this scale. Vaughn said it pretty clearly.
I'm gonna be the one that's gonna jump out there. You closer to me than you is to him.
Joey Badass is closer to Vaughn's level than he is Kendrick's level, so I don't really know what Joey's, going for. I think arguably back in the day, maybe like 2012, 2013, it was more arguable that Joey and Kendrick were more, on the same playing field. But after, all these years, Kendrick has 10, maybe like 15, 20 times the amount of followers that Joey Badass has. And that's just the legacy, and that's just how it's kind of lived off. This rap battle was kind of interesting, but, Daylight hopped in, Reason hopped in, even Absol hopped in, but I don't even remember how this concluded. It was just kind of like diss tracks just don't have very good shelf life. So it kind of just came and went, and I just looked. The most recent one was in May. I don't really know. It's not a great. It was a cool start to the year, but it wasn't like a great start to the year. And you'll hear me saying that a lot. It's good, but it's just not great. It's cool, but it's just not great. That's what I feel like 2025 has become. Alright, this is probably where I'm gonna get some shit, but I'm gonna be honest. The next big drop on this list was Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, and it's good, but it's not great. I mean, I feel like the album is just too long. It's an hour and 20 minutes, 22 songs, and like 7 of them are really good. The rest, kind of just filler, bloat, stuff you don't really want to listen to, and I feel like the audience agrees with that too. I know it's only been out for like half a year, but to be honest, like the streams just aren't it. For someone as big as The Weeknd, getting songs with only like 20 million streams is really, really bad. Compare this album to like After Hours, where every single song has like 100 million plus streams. I know it's been out for 5 years, but everyone knows After Hours songs. I feel like there aren't that many unique, quotable, memorable songs on Hurry Up Tomorrow. Apparently, it was his biggest album sale ever, but I feel like that's because he hadn't really marketed his other projects before. You know, the rollout started in 2024, and he dropped different editions, collector's editions, vinyl editions, CDs, merch, hyping it up way before the actual album dropped. So I think that's probably why. I think out of his new trilogy, Hurry Up Tomorrow is definitely the weakest one. I like Down FM a lot better too. I don't know, man. I feel like that's just a sad, disappointing way to end the Weeknd's career. You know, he was on like a creative peak, and then he just started going down. And Amine too. I feel like I miss 2020 Amine. On Limbo, he was rapping with passion, like he actually cared. And now it just seems like he's rapping these like lazy rhymes over these house beats. He didn't drop anything super great this year either. What the hell is going on with 2025? Dude, seriously. This year has been riddled with dog water shit albums. We have Drake and Party Next Door dropping some sexy songs for you. And Drake's threatening to drop another album. Jesus Christ, man. Lil Wayne dropped The Carter 6. Travis Scott just dropped Jack Boys 2.
Made 100 off pushing T's.
Great. And then Cardi, with all the hype he built up with Carnival and Fiend and Timeless, he dropped I Am Music. And boy, was that also a piece of shit. That was an absolute terrible album. Yeah, what the hell is wrong with 2025, man? I don't know what else dropped this year. Even musicians who are more inclined to be artistic kind of fell flat. I feel like, you know, FKA Twigs, she dropped an album that was kind of cool, but I feel like just not as good as her classics. Lord dropped Virgin. Oh boy, what an album. Billy Woods dropped something that was pretty cool, but I feel like Gollywog is not something super great. It's a good album again, but I just feel like it, you know, falls flat compared to what else he's done before. Hiding Places is the type of quality I expect from Billy Woods. Gollywog is something different. And we also have Little Sims, I guess. She dropped a fun album. I still think Introvert is better. One of the worst songs I've ever heard by her is on that. I think it's called Kids or Young or something, and it's just such an annoying song. I also feel like we're getting blue-balled. A$AP Rocky has been teasing All Smiles or Don't Be Dumb for the past like 7 years. I mean, no one's gonna believe him when he says the album's coming, man. That was supposed to come out like years and years ago, and it never did. He also just recently dropped a new song, and on that album cover, or on the single cover, he's still wearing that like headdress of his from 2 years ago. Dude, your rollout that started with Riot, it's over, man. Like, you're not Chance the Rapper. You're not gonna wear a 3 hat forever, bro. Just move on. No one's gonna listen to your new music either, man. And y'all remember, like, on his website, he had merch for Don't Be Dumb. He was trying to sell the album. He was trying to sell like shirts and hoodies. I wonder if those people ever got their money back, man. What a scam. These artists, I'm used to them delivering quality, just are not really living up to the expectations. Man, I guess the way I'm trashing on music, I just feel like I'm getting old. I feel like I don't have much free time anymore, so when I do listen to music, I gotta make sure it's worth my while. You know, earlier in the year, around March or April, we got a glimmer of hope. Jid dropped Work, a lead single to his album coming out in a couple weeks. God Does Like Ugly. And he actually dropped a Prelux, and it wasn't that great. You know, I expect Jid, a guy who created the Forever Story, to be at his A game, but he seems like, you know, with the Prelux at least, the quality is kind of dropping a little bit, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that at all, but still excited for the album. Yo, what the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Suddenly rappers with great reputations are just dropping the shit. What the hell's going on? There were rumors that Pusha T and Malice were coming back as Clipse and joining forces with Pharrell to create another album. After 15 years, they're getting back together. And it was a dream come true. Ace Trumpets was a fantastic, it was a fire single to the album. I really enjoyed it. I love the energy both of them bring, and I love the production that Pharrell puts on it. Let God Sort 'Em Out was announced, and the entire internet and hip-hop community was on fire. The rollout itself might have been one of the biggest moments in all of hip-hop history. For the rollout, they had 2 lead singles, Ace Trumpets and So Be It. From the lead singles, to the album cover, to the interviews, to the appearances on Genius, Complex, Apple Music, A Color Show, Tiny Desk, live audience TV performances, it just goes on and on and on. And I'm excited to say the album is fire. Look at this thing, man. Let God Sort 'Em Out by Pusha T and No Malice. Look at that. Look at that. This is an instant classic. This album has some of the best verses, the best production, the best chemistry. I can't glaze this album enough, man. Clipse is insane, and I'll be bumping this album for the rest of my life. Freddie, Gibbs, and the Alchemist are joining together to drop Alfredo 2. It's insane. They even dropped a trailer for the album, they dropped a short film, and they released a 5-minute single called 1995, I guess the sequel to 1985, their previous opener, and it is a beautiful, jazzy, guitar-ridden, like, it's fantastic. And it looks like they created their own film to use as samples in their record. It's insane, and the album cover looks amazing. The world building here is so wonderful. I mean, don't get me wrong, Freddie's been pretty goofy the last couple years because of the shit he's gotten himself into, but I'm gonna just pretend like the last 4 years didn't happen, and we'll just go from Alfredo to Alfredo 2. Guess who else decided to just drop some shit out of nowhere? Tyler, the Creator.
Yo, I just woke up and listened to Don't Tap the Glass. That was fun. That was a nice little album. A fun album, you know? Nice little jams. Nice little whatever, you know? Yeah.
He has a new album coming out called Don't Tap the Glass, and it's only been, what, 6-7 months since Chromacopia dropped? This man is riding off of success of Flogna, Chromacopia, his fashion line, and now he's dropping this.
Girl, I'm nasty. Eat the cream pie in the back of the backseat. Little diamonds, black skin,
I mean, on Instagram for like the past week or two, he's been talking about, hey, something's coming July 21st, but no one really knew what it was, right? I think the last thing people expected was an album. Probably like a new merch drop on Golf Wang, maybe LaFleur, maybe an announcement. It could have been a troll. Maybe there's something like a lead single. I don't know. But he just decided immediately to just switch it up and just do this. What the hell? What the hell? I guess he got inspired by Clipse and he just decided, I'm gonna drop. I mean, he just did a guest appearance on Clipse and it was fantastic. So he's just riding that momentum, I guess. It's coming out tomorrow? Are you kidding me? That's insane. I love it when Tyler does that. He just announces, boom, and he drops. No rollout for this one really either. Just a couple days worth of rollout. He just dropped Chromacopia, bro. What happened? And then I also mentioned this guy early on in the video, but Joey Badass is also set to drop an album on August 1st. He dropped a lead single called ABK. It was pretty fire, but you know, I just want to see Joey rapping like he was back on 1999 again, man. Like, this dude has bars, this dude has a lot to say. He could really, really well deliver. I'm excited. It seems like he and Jid always drop around the same time. I think in 2022, he also dropped 2000 and Jid dropped The Forever Story. This year, he's doing the same thing, dropping right before Jid. I don't know what it is, but hey, I'm hoping it's good, okay? I'm hoping, like, the diss tracks were cool, they just weren't that memorable. I'm hoping he delivers and drops an actual, like, good project again. And then, I know I said the prelux to Jid's God Does Like Ugly was a little iffy for me, but I'm not gonna discount Jid just yet. He dropped, in my opinion, the best record of the 2020s, and I think if you're writing at the caliber that he did for that project, there's no way you can miss. That's the thing, all of these are coming out back to back to back. Clipse dropped, Tyler's dropping, Alfredo 2 is dropping, Joey Badass is dropping, Jid is dropping, and then Daniel Caesar also announced that he's going to be dropping an album later in the year too. Apparently there's also a feature from Sampha. Are you kidding me? So you're telling me in the matter of like a month, we're going to have hip hop classics and some R&B jams, bro. Dude, it's over. Dude, in just a couple of weeks, hip hop just got so much better. I Am Music, trash. Drake, trash. Lil Wayne, trash. Whatever the fuck people are doing, that's all garbage, okay? This is where hip hop picks up, and this is where hip hop is getting resurrected. I feel like 2025 has just been living in the shadow of 2024 for too long, whether it be like the rap beef, whether it be like the new drops, whether it be the surprises, whether it be the reunions. 2025 has now had the opportunity to shine as its own year, and I'm so happy. It all started with Clipse, and now it's destined that everybody dropping is gonna make a fucking classic. What album are you guys looking forward to listening to the most? I mean, Tyler's is literally dropping in just a couple of hours as I'm recording this video, so I'm gonna be listening to his first. I'll enjoy Alfredo 2 next. I'll enjoy Joey Badass. I'll enjoy Jid. I'll enjoy Daniel Caesar. There's so much coming out. Maybe Baby Keem might even drop something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go listen to Let God Sort Him Out. I'll see you guys later. Peace.